Hello, trading is closed on January 15th, 2019. We're going to go over the call from yesterday, spend some time on tomorrow, but spend most of our time on the longer term pattern. We didn't call the direction, but we said the most likely thing was a gap and a prompt move outside of yesterday's range and ideally outside of the range of the recent consolidation. If you look at futures rather than cash, you'll see we did gap up, promptly traded outside yesterday's range, and did promptly trade outside the range of the prior consolidation. We looked for the pattern with the early low, the late high, which we got, tends to rally into the close. It's a bit negative. We didn't close over this high, but that negativity goes away if we take it out promptly tomorrow. If we don't take it out promptly tomorrow, you expect somewhat of a drop. If we do take it out, there is resistance at 26.17 and just over it. During the day, MEJT said ultimately both higher and lower prices would print. They did. When they did, the system said it wouldn't stick, and it didn't. Give me a hard time here today. Okay. This is actually pretty positive action. It's cleared a number of resistance areas, one of which is it's cleared. It's maintained a rally over the FOMC announcement price. You'll recall the first move after the announcement was higher. We then hit a huge drop. Now that we've recovered it and maintained it, we've gone past this resistance. It's now support. System calls for higher prices. We had this rising wedge. Here's the drop. It should have just continued down if it were going to work. Gapping over it means that's a false move. And if you talk yourself into a rising wedge here, I think you missed the point. We had a rising wedge. It failed. And when these things fail, they tend to fail in grand style. We also have gone over this line here. Suppose it could reverse tomorrow, but if we were going to just drop around here, I wouldn't want to see it go over this price by even a small amount. And there are some other resistance areas that we cleared today too. There is a way to count this move as being over. Frankly, I don't buy it. I'm going to post it and say I'm not going to believe it. Looking for an ABC for some time. A equals C around 26.17. So as I said, there is resistance there. But there are many ways to count this. And even if there is resistance, once you clear once you cleared this area here, I don't think this resistance is going to hold. I can also get resistance at, this is 27.50. This is 27.23, and frankly, I can even get resistance and targets at higher prices than that. We dropped 231 points in the FOMC announcement. The rule says we should go over the point of the announcement by an amount greater than we went under it. Net target's going over 2809.36. Sometimes it falls a bit short, but it doesn't usually fall as short as we are now once you've cleared the resistance from the point of the announcement. So somewhere around 2800. If you take the target of this consolidation, you get 2808.50, which is pretty much the same price. You have a straight line drop here. It looks like a mirror image. Many times that mirror image continues all the way up to the top. So we have a legitimate target around 2800. Seemed impossible just a few weeks ago. I mentioned it and said I didn't believe it. I do now. It's a plausible target, although it's not the only one. When you recover all these lows, it tells you you're not going to have a straight line move down. What makes life interesting is we had one possible target for this drop, about 1817.5. If you take the first leg down, set it at 23.6, and take the last leg just under 2800, you get the same price. So the 2800 area, pretty much in a straight line, has a lot going for it as a target of this leg. As I say, it's not the only target, but it's a plausible one, and it becomes very plausible the longer this rally continues. Resistance here, but I think we've cleared a number of hurdles, and I don't think the rally's over. If I'm wrong, it'll be obvious very soon. And that's today's call.